Can yoga and walking help with menopause? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, I've been thinking a lot about the challenges many of us face in peri and postmenopause. We often hear about hormone replacement therapy, but what about natural alternatives or natural additions for women who, for various reasons, prefer or require options beyond hormone replacement therapy? I, for one, practice yoga and Tai Chi, and I've wondered if these are helping with some of my perimenopausal symptoms. As a result, I decided to dive into some research starting with PubMed to see what studies say about yoga for peri and postmenopausal women. Unfortunately, accessing the full studies was impossible due to journal paywalls. As a scientist affiliated with a university, I have access, but I cannot share the science behind the paywall with you. Yeah, that is a topic for another day. Regardless of these hurdles, I discovered an intriguing research that systematically explored the broader subject of physiotherapy and some menopause symptoms. So today we're going to dive into an open access study that explores the potential benefits of physiotherapy for women going through different stages of menopause. This study analyzes a range of activities, from simple walking to different types of exercise, as well as massages, foot baths, reflexology, and yoga. Peri and postmenopause can be tough, right? We know that. Sleepless nights and mood swings are common complaints. So, could physiotherapy be the key to feeling better? Let's find out. Finally, let's talk about the study. It's called Effects of Different Physiotherapy Modalities on Insomnia and Depression in Perimenopausal, Menopausal, and Postmenopausal Women. A systematic review. It was published in 2023 in the Biomed Central Women's Health Journal by a team led by Hagar Liali. The link to the study is in the description below. So, Liali and colleagues wanted to find out which type of physical therapy works best for women dealing with sleep troubles and depression in peri and postmenopause. They looked at many studies to find the most effective treatments. The goal was to help doctors find better ways to help us feel our best. As we talked about in one of my past videos, sleep problems and depression are common challenges during peri and postmenopause. If you missed that episode, I'll link it here and below. So today we're exploring potential solutions to improve both sleep and mood. Before we dive into the exciting results, let's quickly break down what researchers did. Okay. So the scientists wanted to find out which type of physical therapy works best for women going through different stages of menopause who have trouble sleeping and feeling depressed. They didn't just guess. They did a super thorough search through a lot of scientific databases to find all the relevant studies. They also had strict rules for which studies to include. For instance, this systematic review focused solely on research studies conducted within the past 12 years, written in English, and involving women who were not using hormone replacement therapy. Additionally, participants in these research studies were limited to women experiencing menopause without other significant health conditions, such as ovary removal, cancer, heart disease, thyroid disorders, depression, or insomnia unrelated to menopause. They also did not include studies with multiple interventions like physiotherapy with medication. This helped them make sure they were only comparing apples to apples. But this means that the results of this study do not apply to, for example, women with menopause caused by surgery, women using hormone treatments, women with other serious health issues, and women whose depression or insomnia is not related to menopause. After searching through many studies, the researchers found only 31 that fit their research criteria. They found 9 studies on exercise, 4 on reflexology, 4 on walking, 5 on massage, 7 on yoga, 1 on foot baths, and 1 on acupressure. In total, they looked at data from over 2,700 women going through different stages of menopause. Because the studies were all different, the researchers decided to analyze the results in a way that focused on the overall conclusions rather than comparing and mathematically merging specific numbers. All the studies they analyzed were the gold standard, that is, randomized controlled trials. This means they're pretty reliable. The scientists also carefully checked included studies to make sure they were fair and accurate. However, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, most studies relied on women to report how they felt, which is subjective by nature. Almost no measurements of, for example, sleep duration or any other concrete metrics were conducted. Also, there weren't many studies on some types of physiotherapy, so it's hard to draw strong conclusions about them. For example, there was only one study on acupressure and one study on foot baths. And finally, the researchers only looked at studies written in English, which might mean they missed out on important research in other languages. So what did they find? The results were certainly promising. What were these results? Well, scientists did learn that some physiotherapy techniques can help women who struggle with insomnia and depression while going through different menopause stages. Let's break down the specifics. Treatments like foot baths, head and face massages, and acupressure look promising but require more research to explore their full potential. 9 studies examine various types of exercise. Most showed that physical activity can improve sleep quality. However, the studies were inconsistent in demonstrating improvements in depression. At the same time, most studies on walking have shown promising results in improving depression symptoms. One study also suggested potential benefits for sleep, but more research is needed to confirm this link. Further research is needed on total body resistance training, combined aerobic exercise and nutrition, and Pilates, as these areas were each explored in only one study. Massage and reflexology, especially with the added benefit of aromatherapy, showed a lot of promise in improving sleep and mood. Yoga appears to be a true winner. 7 studies highlighted its benefits in improving sleep disturbances, and 5 of those studies also emphasized its positive impact on depression. Studies from this review also show that for benefits you need to exercise regularly. If you work out about 3 times a week for 6 months, or even just a little bit every day for 3 months, it can make a big difference in how you feel. Note that vigorous domestic chores count as exercise. Plus, stretching before bed can help you sleep better and feel more relaxed. The researchers of this study further explain that the reasons women experience physical and mental health issues during menopause are complex. Both biological and psychological factors play a role. Hormonal changes, especially the decline in estrogen, and imbalances in the body's stress response system contribute to these problems. While the researchers didn't explore exactly why these activities are helpful, they did make educated guesses based on previous studies. So, they suggest that exercise can help in several ways. It can boost mood by increasing the levels of feel-good chemicals in the brain, like serotonin and endorphins. Stress and aging can lower serotonin levels, leading to depression. So, they suggested that regular physical activity can help counteract this. Additionally, they say, exercise helps the body relax by balancing the body's autonomic nervous system. Also, it can enhance brain health and reduce symptoms of depression by increasing levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Physical activity, they say, increases bodily antioxidant capacity and reduces oxidative stress, which can further help protect against depression. In my view, these physiotherapy techniques are all understudied. While some research exists, 2 studies here, 7 there, we need more to fully understand how and why these approaches benefit women experiencing peri- and postmenopause. We need more of those fancy randomized controlled trials that can prove stuff. Unfortunately, research into these areas is often underfunded. Health interventions without a direct path to profitable products struggle to secure financial backing. This raises broader questions about societal values and research priorities, which lie beyond the scope of this discussion. The good news is that physiotherapy seems to help with sleep problems and mood during menopause. But while we're on the right track, there's still more to learn. I was thrilled to see excellent results from both yoga and walking. Of course, I'm a big yoga fan, but I also love how accessible walking is for everyone. Not to forget, for you it is important to consult with a healthcare professional to determine the best approach for your individual needs. That's all for today. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, so I can keep updating you on the new scientific developments in the world of menopause. Next time, we might deep dive into yoga and menopause. Thank you for watching and do not forget to come back.